The first step toward any form of success, happiness, or personal growth is the belief that you are capable of achieving it. Everything you do begins with a single thought, a thought that forms the foundation for action, and it all starts with belief. Without belief, there is no momentum. Without momentum, there is no progress. Whether you are setting out to accomplish something big or small, the foundation of it all rests on the simple yet powerful concept that you can do it. Simply put, belief is the driving force behind every human achievement. If you don't believe in yourself, you won't take the necessary steps to reach your goals. If you doubt your abilities, you will hold back, fearing failure or rejection. You might ask yourself, why should I even try? The moment you question your own potential, you stop moving forward. Belief is not just about being optimistic, it's about trusting in your capabilities, regardless of your current circumstances or past failures. Many people fail to realize that belief is the key to unlocking your potential. It's the force that propels you forward when everything else around you says it's too difficult, too risky, or too impossible. When you believe in yourself, the noise of doubt becomes irrelevant. It's the belief in your own abilities that gives you the courage to take that first step, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Think about some of the greatest achievers in history. What sets them apart isn't necessarily talent or luck, but an unwavering belief in themselves and their purpose. When Thomas Edison was inventing the light bulb, he failed thousands of times. But each time he failed, he didn't give up. He believed in his ability to find a solution, and each failure brought him one step closer to success. When he was asked about his many failures, he didn't see them as defeats. Instead, he saw them as experiences that taught him how to get closer to his goal. This mindset comes from a deep belief that success is not a matter of if, but when. Belief is also what allows us to overcome the opinions of others. How often do we listen to the doubts of the people around us? Family members, friends, or even strangers who tell us that something is impossible or too risky. The people who succeed are the ones who can block out that negativity and trust that their dreams are worth pursuing. The people who achieve greatness don't let the doubts of others define their limits. Instead, they use their belief as a shield against the critics and skeptics. The stronger your belief in yourself, the less impact the opinions of others will have on your journey. But belief isn't just about maintaining confidence in the good times. It's about believing in yourself during the tough times as well. Life is full of ups and downs, and there will be moments when things don't go according to plan. In these moments, the most important thing is to hold on to the belief that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. It's in these challenging moments that belief becomes even more important. When you encounter a setback or failure, belief will be the one thing that keeps you going, even when everything seems against you. You don't have to know all the answers or have everything figured out. In fact, it's often the very act of believing that helps you learn and grow. Belief creates the space for growth, experimentation, and learning. It opens the door to opportunities and solutions that you may not have seen if you doubted your abilities. The act of believing in yourself invites you to try new things, take risks, and step out of your comfort zone. When you truly believe in yourself, you create a mindset that is open to new possibilities. It allows you to see solutions where others see problems, to view challenges as opportunities, and to tackle obstacles with the mindset that you can overcome them. Belief fuels your determination, resilience, and courage, and as you experience success, even in small steps, your belief grows stronger, creating a cycle of confidence and progress. In essence, belief is the seed that grows into everything you achieve. It's the foundation from which every goal, every dream, and every success is built. When you start with belief, you are laying the groundwork for all the great things that are yet to come in your life. Belief is the catalyst for your growth and the spark that will drive you to reach your highest potential. Many people go through life without truly realizing the extent of their abilities. The truth is, you are capable of so much more than you can imagine. Your potential is immense, but it's often hidden beneath layers of self-doubt, fear, and hesitation. What holds you back isn't a lack of strength, but the belief that you're not strong enough to push through challenges. You might not see it now, but inside you there is a well of untapped power that can carry you further than you think. We often set limits on ourselves because we're influenced by the world around us, by the expectations of others, by societal standards, or even by the negative voices we hear inside our own heads. But those limits aren't real. They are only barriers that we've created ourselves. If you were to strip away those external influences and tap into your true potential, you'd see that there is almost nothing you can't accomplish. Think about the times in your life when you faced challenges and overcame them. even when it seemed impossible. Every obstacle you've conquered has shown you a glimpse of your true strength, but sometimes we forget those moments. We get caught up in our current struggles and lose sight of the fact that we've already overcome so much. The resilience you showed in the past is the same strength that is waiting for you to harness right now. One of the main reasons people don't realize their full potential is because they are afraid of failure. We fear what might happen if we try and don't succeed. But failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the journey to success. The fear of failure keeps us from pushing ourselves, but if we could embrace failure as a stepping stone rather than a setback, we would unlock a level of strength we never thought possible. Think about the process of personal growth. It's often uncomfortable, challenging, and full of moments where you question yourself. But that discomfort is where the magic happens. Every time you push through that fear and take a step forward, you reveal a little more of your inner power. Your strength grows, not in the absence of struggle, but through it. It's in the moments when you're unsure, when you're exhausted, and when everything seems stacked against you that your true strength rises to the occasion. While that might sound a bit dramatic, there's truth in it. Each challenge, each difficulty you face is an opportunity for growth. But you need to be open to seeing it that way. Strength is not about avoiding hardship, it's about how you respond to it. Do you let it break you, or do you use it as fuel to keep moving forward? When you understand that you are capable of so much more than you think, it shifts everything. You stop seeing challenges as obstacles and start seeing them as opportunities to tap into your power. When you realize that you have the strength to push past your current limitations, everything becomes possible. You begin to take action, not out of fear or hesitation, but out of confidence in your own ability. The key is to trust yourself. Trust that the strength to overcome whatever comes your way is already within you. You might not have it all figured out, and that's okay. No one does. But as long as you keep believing that you are capable and strong enough to handle whatever life throws at you, you'll find a way through it. The more you embrace your inner strength, the more you'll be able to push through the challenges that once seemed impossible. Challenges are a part of life, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Whether they are personal struggles, professional setbacks, or unexpected obstacles, everyone encounters them. But what truly defines us isn't the challenge itself, it's how we respond to it. Many people see challenges as problems, as reasons to give up, to retreat into comfort zones. But I want you to start viewing challenges differently. They are not barriers, they are opportunities for growth, for development, and for discovering the strength you never knew you had. Think about the times in your life when you faced challenges, whether it was a difficult situation at work, a personal struggle, or a moment when you doubted your own abilities. Now think about how you overcame those challenges, even if it felt impossible at the time. In every challenge, there's a hidden lesson, a moment where your character is tested. The reason you're standing here today, stronger and wiser, is because you didn't let those challenges define you. You chose to rise above them. And that's the key to success. Challenges push you outside your comfort zone, and that's where the magic happens. Comfort zones are safe, but nothing grows there. Growth comes from stepping into the unknown, from facing the challenges head-on and finding a way to navigate through them. The road to success is never straight, it's full of twists, turns, and obstacles, but each obstacle is an opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to come out even stronger. When faced with challenges, many people make the mistake of looking at them as insurmountable walls. They become overwhelmed by the size of the problem, and that overwhelming feeling can lead to inaction. But here's the truth, challenges are not walls, they are stepping stones. Each challenge you face is a step that takes you closer to your goals, closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. Consider athletes, for instance. They don't become great by avoiding obstacles. They face intense challenges every day, long hours of practice, grueling physical demands, and moments of self-doubt. But through each challenge, they learn to push past their limits. They break through barriers they once thought were impossible to cross. And it's not just physical strength that gets them there, it's their mindset. They embrace each challenge with the belief that they can overcome it. They know that the challenge is not there to defeat them, but to make them better. Similarly, in life, when you face a challenge, your response should be one of resilience, of persistence, and of confidence. You must remind yourself that you have the ability to handle whatever comes your way. Each time you face a challenge, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than you think. You learn new skills, develop new strategies, and grow in ways you never imagined. The key is to approach challenges with a mindset of curiosity and determination. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," think, how can I make this work? Your confidence comes from knowing that you have the capacity to find solutions, to navigate difficulties, and to emerge victorious. You must believe that no matter how hard things get, you have what it takes to succeed. In moments of doubt or fear, remember that every challenge you face is an opportunity to build your character, your skills, and your future. It may not always be easy, and it may not always go the way you expect, but the strength that comes from facing challenges with confidence is irreplaceable. That strength becomes a part of who you are and a driving force that propels you forward no matter what. The best part of facing challenges with confidence is that it builds momentum. Once you start tackling one challenge, you gain the confidence to take on the next. You begin to see every obstacle as a new opportunity to rise, to adapt, and to overcome. And soon you'll realize that you've developed a resilience and strength that can withstand anything life throws your way. Self-doubt is one of the most powerful forces that can hold you back in life. It's that voice in your head that says, you're not good enough or you'll never make it. It makes you question your abilities, your worth, and your potential. Many people, even those who are incredibly talented, are often paralyzed by these doubts. They second-guess themselves, hesitate to take risks, and ultimately prevent themselves from reaching their true potential. But here's the important truth: self-doubt is not a reflection of your capabilities. It's a barrier, a hurdle that you have the power to overcome. One of the first steps to overcoming self-doubt is understanding that it's completely normal to feel this way from time to time. Every successful person, every achiever you look up to, has faced moments of doubt. Even the most confident individuals have questioned their abilities at some point in their journey. What separates those who succeed from those who don't is how they deal with self-doubt. The key is not letting it control your actions or define who you are. When doubt starts creeping into your mind, ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Often, it's not failure itself, but the fear of being judged or rejected. People fear looking foolish or making mistakes. However, the truth is, failure is not the end of the road, it's just a step along the path. Every failure is a lesson. Every mistake teaches us something valuable, and this is how we grow. The fear of failure should never stop you from moving forward. In fact, it should be the fuel that propels you to try harder, be smarter, and keep going. Another powerful strategy to combat self-doubt is to focus on the evidence of your past success. Think about everything you've already accomplished, no matter how big or small. Reflect on the times you've overcome obstacles, accomplished goals, or even just made it through difficult situations. Your past is filled with evidence that you can handle challenges, that you have the strength to face whatever comes your way. This evidence is a powerful reminder that you are capable of far more than you think. Whenever doubt arises, remind yourself of these moments. If you were able to succeed before, you can do it again. Another tactic to deal with self-doubt is to change your inner narrative. The way you talk to yourself matters. Too often, people speak to themselves in a way they would never speak to someone else. They say things like, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough. These words shape our mindset, and over time, they can make us believe the negative things we tell ourselves. Try to replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I can do this, and I'm capable of finding a solution. Shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. Furthermore, surrounding yourself with supportive and encouraging people is crucial in overcoming self-doubt. The people you spend the most time with can greatly influence how you feel about yourself. If you're constantly around individuals who are negative or critical, it's easy to internalize their doubts and criticisms. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with people who uplift you, who believe in you, and who encourage you to keep going, it can make a world of difference. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that inspire you and support your journey. They can help you see your potential even when you can't see it yourself. Finally, don't forget the power of action. Often self-doubt paralyzes us, preventing us from taking any steps forward. The key to breaking this cycle is to take action, no matter how small. When you take action, you prove to yourself that you can handle challenges. Every small step you take builds momentum, which helps to overcome the doubt and fear that holds you back. It's important to remember that the first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most powerful. Once you begin, you'll find that your self-doubt slowly fades away as you build confidence with every move forward. In summary, overcoming self-doubt is not about eliminating it completely, it's about not allowing it to control your life. Self-doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but it doesn't define you. You have the power to rise above it by focusing on your strengths, changing your inner narrative, seeking support, and taking action. By doing this, you'll find that the doubt becomes quieter and quieter, and your belief in yourself becomes stronger and stronger. The belief in yourself, while essential, is only the beginning of your journey. It is action that transforms belief into tangible success. To believe is powerful, but to act on that belief is where the true power lies. Let me tell you, this belief without action is like a ship with no sail. It's going nowhere. If you believe in your dreams, your potential, and your strength, then the next step is to channel that belief into focused, consistent action. But what does action really mean? It's not just about big leaps or dramatic moves. Action often starts with small, everyday choices. It's about consistently showing up, day in and day out, regardless of how you feel or what obstacles appear. A common mistake many people make is waiting for the perfect moment, or waiting until they feel ready. They believe that their success will come when they are fully prepared, but the truth is, no one is ever fully prepared. You learn as you go. You get better as you take action. Take a look at the people who have achieved extraordinary success in life. You'll find a common thread: they didn't wait for the stars to align. They started where they were with what they had and took action. Every successful person you admire took steps that, at the time, seemed small or insignificant. They took risks, made mistakes, learned from failures, but above all, they never stopped moving forward. When you take the first step, however small, you begin to create momentum. That momentum becomes the engine that keeps you moving, even when things get tough. Imagine a boulder sitting at the top of a hill. It seems impossible to move, right? But once you push it even a little, it begins to roll, and with every inch it gains speed. That's how action works. Every small step adds up to something much bigger. People often underestimate the power of consistency. It's easy to think that great things come only from huge efforts, but in reality, the small, consistent actions are what compound over time to create extraordinary results. It's the person who reads a page every day who will eventually finish the book. It's the person who commits to exercising for just 15 minutes a day who will, over time, build the stamina and health to run a marathon. The power of action is in its repetition, in the continuous, deliberate movement toward your goals, no matter how far away they may seem. Furthermore, positive action requires a mindset shift. Often we think of action as something we do only when we feel motivated, but motivation doesn't always come first. You've probably heard the saying, action precedes motivation. The reality is, once you start taking action, even if you don't feel like it, motivation follows. It's through action that we gain the clarity we need to keep moving forward. And as we see progress, no matter how small, we are encouraged to continue. In the face of challenges, positive action becomes your greatest ally. Every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, grow, and adapt. It's important to remember that success is not a straight line. There will be setbacks, mistakes, and moments of doubt. But your actions in those moments determine your success. The person who persists through failure, who adjusts their course, and who continues to act despite the odds is the one who eventually reaches their destination. But don't just take action for the sake of it. Focused, intentional action is key. It's about knowing what your goals are, breaking them down into smaller tasks, and committing to those tasks with consistency. Action without purpose can lead to frustration and burnout. But when you act with intention and clarity, every step you take brings you closer to your vision. You also have to remember that positive action doesn't just happen on its own. It requires discipline and commitment. It's about setting aside time each day, staying organized, and staying true to your purpose. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Without it, action becomes scattered and inefficient. But with discipline, every small effort you make stacks up, creating a foundation of success that becomes unshakable over time. The power of positive action is not about the size of the steps you take, it's about taking steps. Period. It's about making progress no matter how slow it may seem. By continually acting in the direction of your dreams, you are reinforcing your belief in yourself, proving to the world and, more importantly, to yourself that you are capable of achieving greatness. So remember, belief is powerful, but action is transformative. To turn your dreams into reality, you must act with conviction, persistence, and focus. Only then will you realize the true strength within you. When you begin to truly believe in yourself, something incredible happens. You not only transform your own life, but you also become a source of inspiration for those around you. This is a powerful idea that we often overlook. Our belief in ourselves doesn't just serve us personally, it has a ripple effect that touches the lives of others. Consider this: have you ever been in the presence of someone who exudes confidence and self-assurance? How does it make you feel? Chances are, it lifts you up. You start to feel more capable, more motivated to pursue your own goals, and you begin to believe in your own potential. That's the power of self-belief. It is contagious. When you believe in yourself, your actions, words, and energy become a beacon for others to follow. You've probably noticed how people gravitate toward those who have a strong sense of self-belief. They want to be around individuals who can lead, who stand firm in their decisions, and who are unapologetically confident in their abilities. It's because those people inspire others to do the same. Whether you realize it or not, the way you carry yourself, your attitude towards challenges, and the courage with which you face your fears all set an example for others. Belief is magnetic. When others see you overcome obstacles with faith in your abilities, they start to think, if they can do it, so can I. Your journey of self-belief encourages others to trust in their own capabilities, even when the road seems tough. And this doesn't just stop at one person, this creates a domino effect. Imagine a team or a community where everyone is confident in their potential. This kind of environment is where true progress happens. People become more willing to take risks, collaborate, and support each other because they know that belief in their individual worth contributes to the collective success. But the impact doesn't always have to be big or dramatic to make a difference. Sometimes a simple act of believing in yourself can spark someone else's belief. It could be a friend watching you take on a challenge they would have never dared to face. It could be a family member seeing you push through your fears. And it could even be a colleague witnessing your persistence in the face of adversity. Each one of these actions, no matter how small, has the power to ignite the same courage and belief in others. Furthermore, believing in yourself can create a safe space for others to express their doubts and fears. When people see you embracing your imperfections and weaknesses, they feel safe enough to do the same. They see that it's okay to be vulnerable, and that self-belief isn't about being perfect. It's about being resilient, learning from mistakes, and having the confidence to keep going. This is how you create a culture of empowerment. In a world full of uncertainty and challenges, there's an undeniable power in knowing that someone else believes in themselves, and by extension, in the possibilities that lie ahead. This belief can give others the strength to confront their own doubts and uncertainties. It becomes the fuel that drives them to take their first steps toward their dreams. Belief is the foundation for great leaders. Leaders are not always the ones who have the loudest voices or the most impressive titles. They are often the individuals who consistently show up with the unwavering belief that what they are doing matters. These leaders may not always have all the answers, but they inspire others to find their own answers. They show others what it means to face adversity with courage and to rise from failure with even greater determination. The key here is to recognize the incredible responsibility we have as individuals who choose to believe in ourselves. Each act of self-belief, no matter how quiet or subtle, has the potential to light a fire in someone else's heart. You might not always see the direct impact of your belief on others, but trust me, it's there. And just like a small spark can ignite a large fire, your belief in yourself can have a lasting and profound effect on everyone you encounter. So, next time you're unsure or doubting yourself, remember this: your belief is not just for you. It's a gift to those around you, whether you realize it or not. By trusting in yourself, you become the spark that inspires others to believe in themselves too. This is the incredible power of self-belief. It lifts not only your own life, but the lives of countless others.